Hi everybody. How's it going? I'm just going to do my usual quick setup. I start my streams every time the same way. I should get like a little tiny video thing that I do where I have it play while I'm getting all this ready. 'Cause then I just sit there and I go, hey. Yeah. Let me just move that so it's in frame, I guess. And I just gotta get this one last thing. I started a little later than I meant to because hey, Friday the Caveman, how are you? Yeah, I started a little later than I meant to because I can never get OBS to work for me. I was trying to get like holiday music and it was a waste of time because I can't ever get anything to work on this thing. But anyways, today I'm going to paint a landscape and I'm not a landscape painter, so this will be a little bit of a challenge. We'll see if I can get it to work. Hey Spirit, and hey Real Illustrations, how's it going? I feel like I haven't talked to you in a while. Anything exciting happen over Thanksgiving or whatever you guys have all been up to? Okay, I think that'll be good. I had to take my whole setup down this weekend because like my computer setup. Not this weekend, this week, because a little medical emergency. I had to put a quarantine up, so I haven't had my computer for a couple days. And that's like my only link to the outside world, and I've been going a little bit stir crazy. Okay, I think I'm going to... this doesn't quite fit. That's okay. I'll leave it as is. So yeah, I'm just gonna start sketching, I guess. I don't really know what I'm gonna draw. Rivers are good. Let's do a river. Hey, aka Phoenix. How you doing? I feel like, whoops, I haven't seen any of you guys in a while. I've been having such a crazy time. It's always like this during the holidays for me. I'm gonna trim my canvas size a bit so that I can, we'll make it like a nice 12 by 8. So it'll fit a little better in the screen. Let's see. Yeah, that fits better. I don't know if you can see the navigation window here. It just crops it off a little bit. Hey, Rubutani, how are you? You're mad curious. Don't you listen to music while I draw? Yeah, sometimes. I was listening to it a lot when I had to draw like on deadlines for stuff. I would I put the music on and I more listen to like audiobooks nowadays though, because I think I just got a little bit burned out, but I still do sometimes. Some of it is like, you know, I have Pandora Radio, something I listen to, and it gets like, I don't know, the ads get to me after a while. I'm just like, I don't want to hear another ad. I don't know if that happens to any other people, but yeah, what about you? Do you listen to music while you work? Did I already say hi to Rubutani? I don't know. Hi, Rubutani. I feel like I have a hard time remembering which text I've read. You're good. It's your day off. You're making hot pot today. What is hot pot? Is that a soup? Or is it like a crock pot slow cook thing? Or you'll have to explain it. I don't know what I'm drawing. This is supposed to be a river. Does it look like a river? It's supposed to be like a river with like a riverbank kind of thing. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, this should probably be a little bit wider if we're seeing this. Maybe we could have it... Do we want a river or a lake? Let's do a lake. I think a lake might be kind of nice. Those are kind of the traditional... So if we have a lake like here, and then the banks might crop up here. And let's do the same over here. I don't know. This is just going to be all about experimenting, see if I can get a landscape thing working for me. You're still alive, apparently. Yeah, how did everyone's tests go, your finals and stuff, if you're in school still? So, who's your favorite artist you make music while you work. um, my favorite artist. I don't know. It kind of changes from time to time. I was really into Hooser for a while. And I like, as weird as it is, Mumford and Sons. I think that's kind of a one of those that some people either like or don't like. And recently I've been listening to Tones and Eyes, Dance Monkey on repeat because I can't get enough of that song. So pretty boring stuff. I'm not like a, I don't know what you call it, where you have like, you know, musical artists that you've never, that aren't mainstream or whatever. um, hey, Stubborn Arrest, how are you? Can I do mountains? I could do some mountains. Let's throw some mountains in the back. Like, back here. Some kind of mountainous forms. They'll probably be somewhat hazy because of the being in the dark. But we'll do something like that back there. Maybe like a, maybe we can make this a little more mountainous. This is, I don't know. That makes sense. Maybe like a cliffside or something here, where this is like a mountain, and something over here. I don't know. We'll have fun with it. Have a good day, Stubborn Arrest. Thank you for stopping by. You passed your finals, Mariel. Hope being alive is better for you than me. Are you having a hard time, Ruby Townie? I am too. We should commiserate. We should join the sad, miserable club. Your one final. Hot pot, it is an Asian family style soup dish. The broth, meat, vegetables, and such are all served separately so that everyone that's eating can pick and choose what they want to put in their bowls. Wow, that's pretty creative. That's nice for like picky eaters. I definitely know a picky eater in my life, and they drive me nuts. So maybe I should try making hot pie sometime. Your exam is still going. You're emotionally numb now. Yeah. I've never heard of them. I shall listen to them now. Who do you like to listen to, Spirit? You don't do the rest of your finals till January? Oh, is that, oh, that's kind of nice. You get like a little break. I'm trying to remember if I ever had them split in between Christmas break. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't think I had finals till... Are you still in high school? I didn't have finals till the end of the year in high school. Maybe I did have mid-finals. Mid... something. I don't know. I blocked it. It was too traumatizing. Okay, I don't know how much I'm going to sketch. Let's just kind of get a general idea, and I'm worried that I'm going to... I should have some kind of tree or some kind of center focused. And maybe like just like a little, like some rocks here or something, and the water might be rushing by. I don't know, maybe not. I'll put something here, maybe I'll paint it in. I really don't know anything about landscape painting, so this is just kind of like a trial and error, and then catching up with everybody. I want to know how everyone's doing, how their lives are going, if they're getting excited for Christmas or not. Or the holidays or whatever you celebrate. Yeah, so we'll have some kind of tree here, maybe some kind of tree here. Maybe a classic framed up tree look. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna just start painting. So let's get some kind of gray mid-tone color to start with. I think, do I want a little bit of a blue hue? Maybe a yellow hue? I want it to be, like, blue will make it really, like, chilly feeling, I think. Like winter. I kind of like the idea of starting out with just a tiny bit of yellow hue. Maybe that's too summery, though. Yeah, we'll try it. I can always change it. I'll just keep it on a separate layer. And I'll just start with, I guess we'll start with the sky layer. It's been some time. How was your week? It was okay. Thanksgiving was really, it's over now. I don't know. I don't want to be like negative about my time, but it is a bit stressful having family, so I'm a little bit happy that they're gone. But then I had some medical emergencies with some animals that I've been dealing with. But besides that, I've been okay. How about you? Let's get this 100%. That's way too blue. We want like a gray, stormy blue, I think. Maybe. I don't know what I'm doing. That's probably still too blue. Yeah, that's kind of like a miserable winter blue. I think at least. And then we'll have, I don't know how. Hello, Art and Art. How are you? Maybe some mountains. I don't know what color to make the mountains. They'll be kind of snow-peaked, I think. It's maybe like a bluish. I feel like mountains are kind of like this slat gray bluish. It's just kind of, I'm gonna kind of sketch them in. I think this is way too small on the hardness. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of sketch everything in. We'll just kind of keep working on it. Just experiment, see if I can get something that looks nice and wintry, seasonal. Hey, Max Joji. How are you? And hey, Sleepy. I got a drawing tablet for my B-Day, and I'm wondering if you have any tips. I already can use it well, but I'm not great. Tips for drawing tablets. I don't know what kind you have. If you have the kind with where you look at the screen or the kind where you draw and look at the computer, but I would say it gets you it stutter. It's something you just have to kind of get used to. Like drawing on a tablet is very different than drawing on paper or other stuff. There's like not as much friction, which is the one thing I notice as much. So I think you have to get used to like just being really loose and flowy and not being like a perfectionist with the way you stroke with it. I don't know if that's really a tip. But hey, gaming firefighter, how are you? Me nothing, life seems colorless. I've been talking to myself way too much. I might end up in an asylum. No, everyone talks to themselves. I talk to myself and then I try to play it off like I was just talking to the birds. What are you talking about? Just get like a stuffed animal and put it in the room and be like, I was talking to him. Clearly sane now. You have one without a screen. Yeah, so I guess that's kind of what I have too. An old Wacom. But yeah, I would say just you might want to play around with the settings. I don't know what if you're drawing on a tablet or what kind of like if you're drawing with your computer or whatever. But yeah, there's sensitivity settings typically somewhere and stuff you might want to find out. Let me see if I can open this up. I'm gonna open my system preferences up and hopefully it won't lag my computer or anything. I'll show you what I mean by sensitivity. Hey, Broken Legend. Your week has been very stressful, Mariel Illustrations. I'm sorry. If I'm still streaming by 2050, 250. Well, I don't know. We'll see how this goes. I don't know how long it'll take me. All right, I'm trying to find. Okay, so here in my system preferences, there's something called Wacom Tablet. If I click on this, oh, I'm getting a spinning beach ball. Hopefully that's not lagging. Okay, it shouldn't be lagging now. You can see there's like little settings you can do. So like I have current pressure. Like if I'm clicking and dragging, it's going to be pretty much the most pressure. And I have mine a little bit to the soft, tilt sensitivity. All these things you should play around with and see what you think looks best for you. What works best for you, not looks best. It looks so beautiful. So yeah, that's what I would suggest. I have so much to do next week because I keep missing school. Oh, do you miss? Do you have, due to illness and other things? Oh, I'm sorry. That's the worst, especially around, like, holiday times, Christmas and stuff. And also finals. I had strep throat one week, like right before finals, and I had to catch up on everything. And man, do teachers just not care. They're like, well, that's your problem. You're going to fail your classes now. I was like, can I just come in after hours? And they were like, that would mean work for me. I had one teacher actually say that. And I was like, oh, you guys are so dedicated to your lovely teaching craft. It didn't matter. That was like great, junior high. So did not matter in the end. Nobody cares about your junior high grades. Nobody cares about your high school grades either, except for maybe colleges. Okay, so maybe those will be kind of like two mountains cropping in, and maybe this mountains could be a little darker. I guess I can't select it because it's too close to that color. I'll just go in. Actually, let's do this. I'm going to take my opacity, mark it, make them this color. And that'll kind of go along with the other mountains. I don't know if you're supposed to make them the same color or not. We're just going to play around until we find what looks right. And I'm not actually too worried. I'm just here to have fun. We can relate to that feeling. Hope you get through it smoothly. Yeah, let's all send healthy prayer thoughts or whatever to my real illustrations. Hope you feel better soon. And everything settles down and stuff. I'm not really too worried about mixing up. Hey, Annalisa. Eli. I'm always worried I'm saying that wrong. How's it going? And Sally Art Studio, how are you? Yeah, I think that's good. Alright, let's get some water, and I don't know, I'm making this all one layer and I feel like it's a mistake. I guess I'll make the lake a different layer. Lake? Like, I don't know, it doesn't matter. I think these, maybe I can still do it. These might need to be a separate layer. This is like what happens when you're unsure. You make multiple layers that you don't really need. But I'm thinking if I do like a haze effect back there, that's why I want to have those separated a bit. Anyone excited for Christmas? Happy holidays. Yeah, I want to hear what everyone wants for Christmas. If you're getting something for someone else, or if you're asking for something for yourself, what are your Christmas dreams? What are your Christmas wishes? Or just holiday wishes if you celebrate something else like Hanukkah. Or I don't know what else happens around this time. Kwanzaa? Is that a thing? I have no idea what Kwanzaa is. I don't know. I feel like I'm making everything sort of bluish. Let's make the lake sort of bluish. Is that good for a lake color? We'll find out. I think it should be kind of gray, actually. We'll just leave it like this. I'm second doubting myself too much. I'm never going to get anything done. I should turn my sketch down so I don't have a bunch of spotches. Pretty good. We're cleaning the house because far away family is coming to visit today. Oh, yay, that's so exciting. I hope you enjoy your time with your family. I always do a mad cleaning, like I never ever dust. And then people are coming, I'm like, I have to dust now. They can't think I'm a slob. I'm on sketch layer. I was like, why is this so faint? Mystery solved. Okay. This one. Yeah. And I don't know. I do like a pretty thorough cleaning job. Like pretend like I live in this pristine place when usually I'm just like, I guess I'll sweep once or twice a week. Everyone getting busy for the holiday and painting too. Is the video not working for anyone else? It's working for me. It was lagging though. It might have been lagging when I drew up my system preferences to show that you can you have some settings for your tablet. I'm sorry if that's the case. I don't know what's going on my startup disk or something on my computer. I'm a little bit worried about it because it's right, this is gonna be snow, so I guess I'll go kind of whitish. We'll see how this goes. Maybe that's a little too whitish. Yeah. Yeah, my startup disk on my computer, like my computer takes forever to start up. It takes forever to launch programs. I need to like look into seeing what the heck that's about. I like recently purged a ton of data on my computer thinking maybe it's just like the hard drive is filling up. It didn't do anything, so I guess it's something else I gotta look into, like the RAM or some. I'm not like a big, huge techie person when it comes to computers, so it'll have to be something that I research. It's not loading, you just hear the voice. Oh, I hope that's not on my end. Snow is so pretty. I love snow at night when you go out with like a flashlight or something and you can see it glittering. That's my favorite. Of course, when it's falling, it's really nice. As long as I don't have to drive in it, I just love it. Although, you know, going out and taking care of the chickens in it is bad too, so. Those are just, you know, if the world could just, you know, revolve around me in those moments, that'd be great. There's something kind of graceful about it, and it's definitely quieter when there's snow. Something about the snow muffles the audio of the world. Alright, I don't know, does this look good? I should have some kind of rock there, but I'm just gonna make it a snow pile for now. Fill it in later with some rocks maybe. I'm not really sure what I'm doing. Okay, and then we'll do, the last one will be the trees. That's what I'm doing. Trees, and I'll get some up front here. So, I don't know, like kind of a beigey. It's all very drab colors. I might sprinkle some brighter colors in. I could make it like a sunset sort of look. Give some color. I don't know why I'm trying to do this with such a big brush. Yeah, something like this might be good. For this tree, it's looking a little unbalanced, so maybe I'll move it over here. I went to get a house. My fiance and I have been talking about buying one. That's my Christmas wish. Well, I really hope some Santa out there gets you a house. That would be awesome. It's definitely nice having like your own house, you know? You can, I don't know, I don't like noisy neighbors. That's my first thought. But also just something that's yours, you know, that you can build on and appreciate and all that. I'll be thinking positive thoughts, hoping you get your house. Alright, let's erase. Is my eraser on 100%? Yes. That is not erasing. Where is this? Here? Trying to figure out where this random blue is. It's probably on the sketch. Yeah, it is. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about it. Actually, I'm just gonna take the sketch away. I don't need your sketch. I purged the data. You like the phrasing of that? I tried to move it, and then the hard drive I moved it to just like plop, so there it went. But I wasn't really putting anything on there that I was like too worried about losing. So, yeah. Lots of straggly lines. Let's kind of clean this up a bit. I need like Chrissy Canvas art in here to. She's really good at landscapes. She could give me some tips. There's a couple things that I know. Not really. I'm trying to talk myself up. I can do it. I know that just from like visual reference of looking like, what is the word I'm looking for? I can't think of words. I'm so bad at it. Observations? It's not a hard word. I just couldn't think of it. Yeah, visual observations that it's always kind of dark at the waterline. And then there's like a little tiny highlight above the darkness. I think that's what it looks like at least. All right, that's the start of it. I just did all this, trying to keep these separate. Let's pick you up, and I can leave the other stuff here. What am I doing? What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I've gotten rid of everything. Okay, I'm gonna X you and move you over to the lake layer. My family just moved from a rental block into our house, and it is so much nicer. The whole rental house was brown, and now we have colors on the walls. That's really nice. Did you pick the colors, or were they just there? I think it's fun having multicolored rooms and stuff, and not just like beige white. Even though my room is beige white. I had to do painting for like painting rooms, houses and stuff for a summer job, and it is messy. So messy. You get like little splatters of paint in your hair and in all your clothes and stuff. I keep doing this on the wrong layers. It doesn't matter. Okay, what is the next step? I guess we'll just, like, if it was a portrait, I'll start on shading and stuff. That is my goal. I want this to be kind of brownish, I think. So I'm going to pick this. Let's turn our opacity down. And yeah, we're going to, not on here. Which one has the white? Here it is. Yeah, we'll do this a little less hardness. Something like this. Get some shading stuff here. I don't know. I think this might have a harder edge. I'm not 100% sure. Like it just suddenly ends and then goes into the water. So I can try adding a little bit of stuff, like lighter stuff. I'm so good at speaking. All right. Let's get this one over here. And then I don't know if you would see these. I think this will actually be like where it's like whiter, lighter. Like a highlight kind of thing. Let's just, I don't know. I'm going to add it, see how it looks like to have. Yeah, maybe even over here it would be a little bit lighter in this area. Add like a little white line. Does that look right? Maybe. I can't tell with the rest of it. Let me turn my brush if we're going to do the lake. Or I'm already doing the lake on the wrong layer. I really am so bad at layers. Okay, if we're going to do the lake here. Let's add some, let's turn the hardness all the way down. And add some kind of streakiness over the lake. Kind of give it like a water surface tension look. We'll see how this turns out in the end. I want it to look really smooth too, so I might smooth this out a bit. But that's something to start with, I guess. Okay, now we'll go back to the sky, and then I'll figure out what to do from there. Should we do like kind of a hazy mountain, hazy look? I'm just going to, where did this come from? Let's put the sky layer behind this just for now, and then I'll merge them in a sec. And where was this stuff? Trying to get my layers in order. They're a mess. See, this is on a different layer than this. I don't know what I've done. That's okay. Command X, Command Shift V, and then we can try to figure out where's this one. I'll just click it. It shows me it's on that layer. I'll select it. Command Exit. Command Shift V, and there we go. It's like it was never on other layers. I find it so much easier to paint on canvas while doing natural scenic paintings. I somehow can't transfer the skill to digital painting. I have no idea what I'm doing. I never do painting landscapes on any medium. But I will take your word for it. I think it would probably be easier on canvas for some reason. I think that. Couldn't say why. Let's make a brush. No, okay, let's do this guy because that's what I just set up for. and then I'll do the brush. So I'm gonna make kind of a hazy look. Let me turn my thing down so I can just really barely lightly lay these in a little bit at a time. It'll give them that kind of multi-opaque look, I think. You know what I mean? That's what I'm going for, at least. And maybe just a tiny bit of gray in some areas. And actually, you know what I could do? Let's give it some oranges and reds overlaid, because I do kind of like that idea of adding sort of like it's starting to, the sun is starting to set, so I'm going to lay over some reds. What does the sunset look like? Is it red on the top or the bottom? I think it's red on the bottom where the sun is. I have to think this through. And then some oranges right on the edge there. Like you can just barely see that sunset back there. And maybe even a touch. Now let's go pink for the very top area, because I think that's sort of what you get. Alright, so now we have that there. Let's go back to the lake and add some of those colors back into the water. So we'll do the purple. What else did we do? Red. Let's get some of that red in there. And a little tiny bit of yellow. / orange. Alright, we'll just do the orange kind of more towards here. Alright, there we go. Now we got some color, at least a little bit. Okay, so we have the sky done. Let's do the mountains real quick. Use previous layer. Did you ever get the stream to work, Sleepy? I don't know if she's still here. Okay, so let's make some brownish. I'm trying to think how to do this. Since it's, oh, I guess we have some here in the lake. All these random spots I added. Let's just get this one for now. Did I add that? Yeah, I think I did. Alright. Oh, that's pretty. Thanks. Where did this one come from? Did I not just get rid of these? Alright. I guess I missed some. Here we go. Me and my inability to keep my layers separate. I'm doing so good. Thankfully, Photoshop is very forgiving of that. Alright. So, yeah. We want, normally you'd have like a light source for the mountains, but I guess we'll just have them more dark towards the bottom. Like there's still a little bit of light catching at the top. What do you think? Does that seem like a normal thing? I don't know how to paint mountains. I'm gonna figure it out. I gotta stop saying I don't know how to. I know how annoying that is. Yeah, these kind of looking like mountains, maybe. I've got this hard edge here. Let's turn my thing over. Oh, I'm still on overlay. And we'll just fill this in with this one in with a little bit of color. Yeah. Let me just keep tweaking things until I can get it to work the way I want it to. Okay. Now we turn our opacity back down. And we turn our hardness back down. Did anyone see the YouTube rewind video that came out? I set up my computer this morning. And I saw some videos about it, but I didn't look on it. People were disappointed about it, but I didn't check it out. Let me see here. You told her to close and open the stream. Yeah. Hopefully she can figure it out. Okay, how much snow? I'm just gonna kind of randomly throw it on here. This is gonna be very... Let me get a textured brush for this, actually. I never organized my brushes, so they're just a horrid mess. This one looks good for snow. Like blocks of snow on the mountain, you know? Blotches of snow, I mean. Yeah, so it'll have some snow in more places than others. I don't know what I'm doing. This doesn't look right. It looks like sort of right, but not really right. I should look at the mountains outside my window. It's got the blinds closed right now. They have snow on them. Alright, I'm gonna just kind of wash over these a bit. And then I'm going to go up and like, so it's like there's certain parts where snow stuck more. That's my goal, is to get that established. Let's pick a shading, kind of keep that going. Maybe a little bit of green in here too. Like there's some mountains up here. It was a compilation of clips of popular videos from the last year rather than them actually filming anything like they usually do. But I kind of understand that since they put so much work into filming and then people don't like it, why would they spend the money? Yeah, I think that is what I was going to say, is I saw people talking about how it's like a Watch Mojo top 10 list or something. But that's way too vibrant. I like it. But I can definitely agree from like a corporate standpoint. They're like, I don't want to. I think that's partly what they lost, was like the artistry. I haven't really known much about these YouTube Rewind movies or whatever shows, movies, shows, videos, whatever they are. But yeah, it seems like they kind of lost their, I don't know, artistic style with it. Alright, I'm gonna merge this so that I can have some fuzzy wuzzies on the mountaintops. Like maybe the snow is blowing around up there or something. We get these very tip tops really white. Maybe that could go down like that, and then we could have some shape like that. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like it's like extremely white. Extremely dark. Maybe I could just kind of haze this part out maybe and match it in a little bit better. I don't know if that works. A little bit of snow on the bottom parts here. Maybe it's just a lot more sporadic. I don't know. It looks so flat. I don't know how to fix it. I'll come back to it. YouTube always managed to disappoint its users. Recent development says it all. Yeah, I hope they don't. There's some talks about they're gonna get rid of people being able to do private videos unless you're monetized, and there's talks about having like a subscription fee. I really hope they don't do that, because they're just gonna kill like all the people like that just come on like me. I'm not monetized. I just come on and make videos for fun and stuff, and then I'm like, where would I go? I'd be displaced. Hey, Video James and Z, how are you? Yes, I'm back. I had my computer taken down for a couple days because I had to use my desk for an emergency little bird shelter. But been scrambling since Thanksgiving, I think. Alright, let's get some more. I want the brightest whites to be up here on the mountain peaks. I don't know, how much does snow go down the mountains? I think it would come down a little further. Let me just, whoop, I don't want that. We want a clipping mask. Let me just try to work it down a little bit more in some of these areas. I said I'd come back to it, and then I obsess over it. I never leave it. I'll just do what I normally do with mountains eventually and just like haze it all out. I'll take the soft brush like this one and I'll just like do this eventually and I'll be like, look, it's in the distance. But not right now. Oh, but sometimes they forget that then there wouldn't be any money. I think they're pushing for more and more celebrities to come on the platform. I don't know. They've lost the kids, which was a big one for them. They were making a lot of money off that kids advertising. So they'll have to regroup and we'll have to see how they form from then. There's a bunch of people that have been here forever that I think that, you know, they're not going anywhere. They've adapted before. They'll adapt again. Alright, let's add a few, like, I guess, dynamic shadows into the mountains. Whether this will help or not, I don't know. Right now it's just looking really flat. I gotta add some valleys and peaks. And, like anywhere, like here might be a bit of a valley. So I'll throw that in there. I don't know. It's this base part that looks so flat to me. Why do you look flat, little base part? Do you need a little highlights? If I turn this down and add a little highlight, will you like that? Nah, I don't think you will. I don't know. I'll add some blocks of colors here. Alright, I really am going to leave it to work on these peaking mountains here. So let's get this going. Clipping mask. I have this whole thing like so small. That'd be terrible. Old birdies. Have you considered using Twitch as a platform? I have a Twitch account and I keep thinking I just need to try it, but I'm like so, I guess you'd say, anxious about live streaming because I have so many issues with it on YouTube that I feel a little bit nervous about it. But I think I should try it sometime. I think it'd be fun. Hey, Miss Argon, I'm glad you're back. Thank you, Video James MZ. So now the users have to pay for not being monetized. I don't know. It was just like a thing I read that, you know, they might start pushing subscription fees. I don't think it's if you want to watch, but it's if you want to post and you're not monetized. And I don't know. It's probably just people talking about worries. There's nothing that I saw like on a article. It was more like just some people talking about it in a forum or maybe even a comment section. I can't remember now. But hopefully that's not the case. My cat just fully winked at me. I think he's just bad at blinking. Also, he's high on painkillers. Oh no, what happened to your poor little kitty? Is he doing okay? Am I on the right one? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's have this be. I'm gonna add some spotches. I don't know why I go back to the soft brush. We should go with texture since we're doing landscape. Let's pick another texture brush. I'm always scared of these because they kind of like the program. And these are like old brushes from long ago. But, whoops. Hey, what's this one look like? Yeah, that could be good for like mountainside stuff. Let me, kind of get this going like this. Over here a little bit like this. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like I've picked up that habit, like happy little thing over here. Bob Ross. But he sure had the skill to back up what he was saying. I'm like, I'm gonna do this. And I'm like, oh, it's horrible. I shouldn't have. Oh, hey, Dragon Style. How you doing? Left a like. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. It cheers me up. I usually fade the bottom of the distant mountain during acrylic. Maybe blurring it might help. Yeah, I'm gonna put a haze there eventually. I could try blurring it like a little bit. He got scratched on his butt and then licked it so much it got big. Took him to the vet, got painkillers and antibiotics, Should be healed in 2 weeks. Poor little kitty. I hope he heals up well. I'll be thinking positive kitty thoughts to him. Alright, so I'm gonna add like a little random texture. This looks nothing like texture. I should have like looked at a tutorial. I was gonna do that comic like I draw and people put the captions in. I am so bad at thinking of words today. But I didn't get my act together. This is fun. I'm gonna add some blue to it. Just a little bit of hazy blue over the top in some areas. Let me just pop it here so I can be a little more. And then we'll add some snow to it. I need more grayish snow. I've been adding a lot of white snow. I don't know. Maybe maybe people just will be distracted by the trees in the front. They won't notice how bad this is turning out. Oh, yeah. I should watch some Bob Ross things. I should do that as like a video where I watch Bob Ross and then I try to replicate what he does as digital paint. I bet there's been a ton of people who have done that. Sounds like fun. Okay, let me pick up a gray so I don't just constantly add white until it's just pure white. Oh, I'll tell him you're rooting for him. Little Bubbo. Little scratch Bubbo. What is this? Where did this come from? Is it, let me get rid of these things. You're not gonna show me? Computer's being stubborn. Maybe it's here. Yep, there we go, found it. Alright. This is the blessing and the curse of layers. You have to know what you're doing. Okay, there we go. Gonna keep adding some white to this, make it kind of texturized. I really don't like how this is really sharp here and this is fuzzy over here. I have to work on that. That's okay. Let's just get a little bit more snowy look up here. And then I'm gonna take this really small up the opacity and try to give this not such a sharp edge. And I can even go in and add some little patches of white that might help. I don't know. Let's do this over here too. Patches of white, patches of white. I don't like when I zigzag too much. Gotta keep that pattern straight. The Bob Ross idea is actually cool. The one worry is that it'll be a comparison. I'll be like, look how amazing Bob Ross is, and here I am. But see you later, bye. I did think it'd be fun. I bet you'd learn a lot, even as a digital painter, if you went through old Bob Ross's stuff. Let's make it. Okay, so I'm gonna do the haze effect now, and do what Rubitani suggested and blur part of it. Where are the mountains? I think I labeled them as sky. Let's relabel them as mountains. And we'll do an overlay. Make it kind of a grayish blue. And we're gonna add them kind of to the back here. Because we can just go over the whole thing. So they're kind of in the background. Yeah. Actually, I'm a little hesitant. Let's make it a little bit darker so I pass over it. I don't lose all that shading quite so much. But we can still have that there, and then we'll have the white towards the top of the mountains. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they need to be even more faded. We'll just add a little more up here. Like they're bleeding into the sky there. I don't know. Does that look better? Let me see what it was before. Like that. Now to that. Sure. I learned mountain painting from his videos. It's looking really nice. Thank you. Yeah, Bob Ross was the champ, man. Everybody loves him. Except my art teachers all hated him. There's kind of this thing in academic art where they're snobbish towards, like, I guess traditional, like, I don't know how to explain it. They called him, like, crafty painting. I was like, Bob Ross, better painter than you. No, I didn't say that. I always like, it's like, why is anyone picking on Bob Ross? He's the champ, man. Okay, there's some mountains. Maybe I'll add some streak. Oh, I was gonna do the blur. We should blur them a little bit. What is on this layer? Oops. Okay, just this part. Let's select kind of a messy patch. We'll feather it like 100. And then we'll filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Does it look better or worse without the texture? I kind of like it with the texture. What if I just blur it a little bit? So it's not like a super crisp texture. Alright, what do you guys think? Right down here at the bottom then we'll do, am I still on overlay? No, let's go back to overlay and get that blue back. And right down here at the bottom we'll give it a little bit of a haze. Kind of a circular haze, I think. Like there's some stuff. Alright. Well, where are they now? Everyone's heard of Bob Ross, but not them. Exactly. Oh, I remember. They called him a commercial painter. They didn't like that he was so, like, by the numbers and stuff. And I was like, Bob Ross got talent. It's weird. Academic art, like, I went into it totally blind. I started it halfway through my college, and it was just something, like, I had to do to finish my degree. I had to pick something, and I was like, well, I guess I could finish with art. Because I had started out with engineering. But anyways, they have this like way of, sorry, I'm trying to also think of what to work on next. I'll work on the water while I'm talking. They have this way of like, thinking that art has to be more about like the meaning behind it than the actual aesthetics in the academic world, at least when I was being taught it, and it just seems so ridiculous to me. Like them hating on like people who put their talent and stuff in it. They're like, that doesn't count. This is not what I want. I'm gonna have to take it off overlay because it's giving it too much color, and I don't actually want that dark of a thing. So yeah, we'll do it like this. I'm just trying to match up these mountains a little bit in the water. I don't know. Oops. Let's have the white go in a little bit more here. I just want to, you know, like see like a little reflection of the mountains or something. And I'll just sort of blend this in here. This might have been a little bit too, let's take some of this color out, pick this up and streak across it so you don't see it as noticeably. I think you can still kind of see the mountains in there. People get jealous when people have more success than them momentarily at art. I do the same thing, but I try to restrain myself. I never liked art classes in India. Art education is extremely underrated. Most teachers in my locality are just some guy who couldn't get a proper job. Yeah, there's kind of a mean saying, those who can't do teach. um, that's something that people say in America, at least where I'm from. I get jealous of people. I wouldn't say I'm jealous of people. I'm like jealous when people just have like really good skill. I feel like frustrated sometimes. Like I feel like I'm really bad at learning things. So there's people out there and they'll only study for a month or something and they'll just be like an expert right away. And it takes me so long to get things down. I'm always a little bit, I guess that's what I would say I get the most jealous of. I want some darkerness here. That's like darker than the actual mountain. So I think I just need to keep working it in little by little. Not try to hurry it. Just want that sort of reflection to look there like that. I don't know. I think you can kind of see that's supposed to be the reflection now. Let's have, so this doesn't end strangely. Let's actually have like a patch of snow up here that's gonna get reflected in the water. So we're gonna have a little bit here. I don't really know where this this line is coming from. It must be from here. So I'll come in and erase that so it's not so, actually I'll just put white under it. It's not such a harsh outline. Yeah, I'll do this, add a little bit of like, you know, shading. And let's just do it on this layer because it's not working on the other layer. Okay, and then we'll do a little bit more shading down here. Don't want to pick too dark of a color. Get that in, and then a little bit more. Oh, they're probably the same people that go to galleries in the middle of nowhere, with paintings of a red rectangle on a black background, and say, "Oh yes, I could see what the artist was thinking." At least you have decent teachers. I didn't actually learn any painting skills though. It was all like I don't know what you call it. Like the thought process behind art. There's like, okay, so like for example, I had one teacher, she was a performance artist. I don't want to rag on these people because they, you know, they have a job and they're doing the best they can and stuff. So I want to like pre-emphasize that, you know, I don't have anything really against these teachers. I know that they're just doing what they can. But she was a performance artist, which means basically that you go around town and you do performative stuff. Oh, you gotta go? Have a good day, Annalisa. And I hope you, or Eli, I hope you have a good time with your family and stuff. Let's see, am I behind? You were homeschooled. One of the 3 teachers at my co-op was an art teacher, and she was one of the best things that happened to me. Oh, that's so sweet. Public school art teachers in America tend to be pretty meh. Yes. It's a fact here. Apparently they do something and tell us to do the same thing. The arts are never very good. I've learned a lot about theocracy than art in these classes. Yeah, so what I was saying was she's a performance art teacher. I mean, a performance artist, which means like one thing that she was really proud of, one of her, I guess you call it installations, even though it's in the middle of nowhere, but let me turn this levels down. I'm having a hard time putting any highlights in. Let's get these a little darker. And we'll do this one too. See, I have like no darkness. You can see over here in the levels. I don't know if that's on screen. There's like nothing here, so yeah, let's adjust some of these. I don't need to do the trees. We can do the mountains. Oops, I don't mean that. One of her art installations that she was really proud of was she would go downtown and she would put frosting on like traffic cones and stuff, like she was decorating a cake. And that's like what I mean by like this modern art. These are the people who crap on excuse my language, like Bob Ross and stuff. And then they do this stuff and they're saying this is much more meaningful art. And I'm just like, nah, this is just performance art, you know what I mean? So I didn't learn any skills from her. I didn't learn about anything, but I learned, you know, they have some famous ones like, you can't say these words on YouTube, but there's a famous installation by a guy who made a depiction of Christ using urine. We'll say that. And people were like, that's so deep and meaningful. I don't know. I think people just talk others. It's almost like a manipulation game. I'm not, I don't get it. I'm missing out on something. But yeah, these kind of like weird modern takes on things. There's one where you turn a urinal to the side and you wrote like something on it. I can't remember now. All these weird ones. I don't know what's going on. The art miss really coming together. Thank you. I'm sure the screen's flickering right now because it's saving. It's like a graphic card thing. Alright, let's tackle some of this snow that I have over here. I'm going to pick up some gray and I'm going to pick up some bluish gray. I'm going to pick up a much lighter white. You really shouldn't be using pure white like I'm doing. That's why I'm running into so many level problems. My bad. Thankfully you can just do a quick adjustment on the computer. Have I used that brush? I think I have. Let's try a new brush that I haven't used. Am I even on? I might not even be on. I'm always worried I'm off screen when I'm looking at these. I think I've used this brush for the mountains. So let's pick something else. I can make a brush. I could put some like trees in later. Maybe I'll make a brush and put some trees in. This one looks good for snow. Let me take a look. Yeah, it just needs a little adjusting. Let's space it out a bit and we'll size it out a bit. How's that look? I want it to be a little bit more I don't know. I guess it's okay. Alright, let's you know, you can go around and put little patches and then switch it to the gray. I think that'll work. I want to turn my opacity way down. I'm gonna try that. I already forgot what I was saying. Was I saying something? I drabble on so much. Drabble isn't a word. I mean, it might be. What is the word I'm thinking of? Maybe this drabble. Is that a word? My spelling and grammar is really bad today. Oh, I didn't even notice. I'm always bad at it, don't worry. I don't understand the weird side of art. All I know is your digital paintings are beautiful. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna have more confidence in myself and be like, thanks so much. I think so too. I'm definitely not lying. You're always so insecure about everything, you know? That's what I think, at least. Yeah, so let's get some snow patches. I'm gonna add the texture and then I'm gonna add the color later, because right now I'm just gonna add a bunch of texture. I want to like do some shapes too. I don't know how much coloring. This actually would be a little bit more. Alright, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, trust me. Let's just get some texture in here, because snow is always kind of like bumpy and it's not always like a smooth ice rink. So yeah, we're gonna have some textured look. I think that's kind of the secret to digital painting stuff, is you gotta add a lot of textures, otherwise it looks really phony. Not that mine's too great. It's funny now, I was actually looking for No's digital painting tutorial when I stumbled on your video. Oh, I have like one out there that for some reason the algorithm pushes. From a couple years ago. It's been several years, I think. Is that which one you found? That's cool. My most popular is the hair painting tutorial because it, I don't know, I think the thumbnail people thought it looked like Chara from Undertale. Everyone says that in the comments. This does not look great. It's gotta be really frustrating. I gotta stop commenting because I'm sure people are like, just keep working. It's gonna be fine. You can do it, girl. I don't know if anyone ever said what they were looking forward to for Christmas. But I'm definitely gonna be asking for... Let's see, I had a list. Oh, there's these things you can wrap around cake pans that apparently make them so they don't burn on the top. They cook a little more evenly. That you can like wet them. I was gonna ask for those and try those out before. I'm a boring gift asker. I usually ask for yarn because I like. I've been making like a little holiday shawl. When I had my computer taken down, I had I just kind of sat by my little bird and crocheted. I made like a little. Let's see, I have. Where did I put those? You can't see them, but I have a wreath, granny square. I have a snowflake. I have a reindeer, and I have a tree, and that's it. I need 36 total. I'm gonna repeat those. I had to like work out the patterns, which is what took a little while. But yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna make this smaller. Turn this up, maybe not quite that much. And let's start getting into like where we're gonna put the highlighted parts around here. I think a little bit down by the water here. Give some like triangular things always look good, I think. And then we'll have the dark, not quite that dark. Oh, we can have like a dark section there. Like little valleys and dips in the painting. Just like mountains. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just making it up. We'll just pretend that I'm expressing just very, very good knowledge. Yeah. I think I'm gonna mess with this levels a little bit more because I'm having a hard time getting those highlights to pop. So do that, and then if I come in here, we get some better highlighting. I'm like not committed to the contrast today. Oh, I'm losing my memory power. Tried nutmeg and chocolate. Discord isn't working. Oh no. I haven't been on my Discord in forever. I bet poor Nick is like, why does she never come to the Discord I made for her? I'm a terrible person. That's why I'm so sorry. I have a video that I filmed. Oh, it's been weeks now. Of like what do you call it? Art features. And a lot of those came from Discord. And I bet there's more on there already. I gotta get that up before it becomes too much time in between. I feel like I have no idea what I'm saying. I haven't been getting much sleep lately. I don't know if you can tell. Alright, so let's get these kind of patchy. And then we'll kind of blend them in. Alright. That's something now. We got some textured snow that's not all white. I'll add a little bit of whiteness somewhat over here. And then we gotta work on this front area. I'm gonna go a little bit more just whitey white up here. Since it's in the foreground, we can add some shadowy parts under this tree, though we might end up doing more with the tree later. Yeah, that looks pretty good. There might be a little bit too many shadowy parts here that I could just break up with a few little spots of color. Maybe like this one here. Alright, we've got some textured snow, whether it looks good or not. What else? Let's do the trees, because they're kind of what I've left off. I'm definitely gonna make a clipping mask for these. Let's see, what can we use for like a bark texture? I'll just pick this one because it's convenient. Oh, is YouTube... Oh, Miss Artgren is a YouTube celebrity. I don't think I'm quite up there yet. I really wish we could like... I think YouTube way back in the day was a little bit more like friendly on making communities and stuff, and you could like work with people and kind of build up, I don't know, your... I hate saying the word like fan base or watchers or whatever, but you know, just people who are interested in you with other people. And I feel like it's kind of gone. It's like, I don't know, it's harder now. I don't know if I'm even making sense. I'm just adding some texture to my little trees here. My little trees probably need some more branches too. Okay, let's see. With this flat lighting, I still think there would be... Let's make color... No, we'll do overlay again. I think there'll be some edge lighting. So we're going to add that in. I guess we'll keep it blue because it's all kind of blue. It's a blue world. I want to actually blur these a bit first. Strength 100. Let's see. Blur these outlines because I don't think my brush was quite soft enough when I put these in. Might as well blur them a little bit now on the edges. I don't know if this is even doing anything. I have it at 100%. Oh, it's... No, yeah, I'm on the right layer. It's okay. It's okay. Alright, we'll just keep going. Okay, so let's pick a round brush and turn it way down and start working on getting some branches going, some like smaller detailed branches. Yeah, whoops, something like that. Maybe even this out a little bit. Comes down here a bit. This could be like a broken off one. And then this one could go up like that. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. Just add in branches. Branches. I have to like stop myself from like repeating the same things. So who here likes listening to Christmas music? I'm not always a big fan. Like, it's more like the closer to Christmas I get, the more I like listening to it. But like, if it starts in like November, I'm like, no Christmas music yet. I'm not ready. My favorite Christmas song... Sia released a new album recently. I really liked that. Some of the songs she has. I don't know the titles of them because I just like listen to them off the playlist. But there's one, I think it's called like Candy Cane Lane, and it's like really poppin' and stuff. Sarah Brightman released one a couple years back I liked. So for the modern ones, those are kind of nice. I can't remember what that one's called. But you're making more sense than whoever makes YouTube rules. I'm glad I found your channel though. Met a lot of other cool people on the way. It's too bad we can't have more of like an art community, like communities within YouTube. So like, you know, you have a lot of like cliques or whatever you call them with YouTube. You have like people who, let me get this one back. People who are in the drama community or whatever they call it. And there's people that are in the news community. There's people that do like crime stuff. There's people that are the makeup gurus or whatever you call them. There's fashion people, hair people, you know. There's like a booktube people call themselves, and they're I think I should do this with the normal round brush. It's just like kind of a shame. I guess it's like you have to go on Reddit and sort of try to find people there. I'm really bad with Reddit though. Alright, so trying to give this edge lighting. This all just is not 100%. I think I need to stop using colors so close to each other. Let's go to overlay so I don't lose all my texture. I'll go in and add a little bit of darkness on the part that's closest to us. I gotta deal with that base soon. Okay, and then so certain little areas here might have some darkness. I just butchered that. Let's make this a little smaller. Go in and add some specifically designed ones in the crevices and stuff. And over here too. I like the Pogies, I don't know how to say that, Fairy Tale of New York City Christmas song. Oh, and the Mr. Yankee song. Oh, what's that band called? I like them too. The Steam something Orchestra. Can't think of anything. Yeah, they're pretty fun to listen to. As far as classicer Christmas songs, I don't know how classic we're going, but I like Elvis Presley's Blue Christmas a lot. I don't know why. I just like that one. I can't sing of any of them or how many of them, but I think you guys know mostly what I'm talking about. Man, how to trees. These are not looking great. I don't know. I don't really want to erase that. I think I might have to just clean them up. We will leave them for now. While we're here, let's work on this base area. Getting this a little bit more blended in so it's not looking so strange. And then we're gonna have a little bit goes up here, and then I don't know. You lose like the crisp edge that way because I'm still in overlay. Let's see if I can get something going. I don't know. Let's go up to here, add a little bit more edge light with just some white. See if this will help. Trying to kind of make it look like the tree's getting a little bit blurred out in your vision by the background. Everything is so samey color. I should have thought about some color theory. I'm scared of Reddit. I feel like I'll end up in a lot of R had a stroke videos. I like Reddit. I don't like necessarily all the mods on all the Reddit things. There's like a case where there's like a digital painting community that I tried to join there, and then I tried to like post a digital painting video, and they're like, you can only post images from either DeviantArt or Imager, and I was like, okay. And I was like, I don't know what the point of having a a digital painting thing if you can't post your videos. Just thought it was a weird thing. It's not like I don't like the moderators. I just thought it was weird that you make these like communities and then they don't always make the rules easy. They're like, obviously you have to follow the rules, but they don't always like lay them all out very easy for you to see, you know? I feel like I just complain. I just come on here and complain. I like Reddit, and the moderators work very hard, and I have nothing against any of them personally. I think it's my own doing that I don't understand things perfectly. Alright, let's get this other one going here. I haven't read it, I think, for just my stuff. I mean, I know I do, I just never use it. Yeah, it's hard posting on Reddit because you have to post like from other websites. They don't like you're uploading it just to Reddit. I guess that's what I was going with like, I don't have Imager. I don't even know what Imager is. I need to get back on DeviantArt one of these days. Alright, how does that look for edge lighting? Is that making it look a little more like it fits into the background and isn't just placed on top? Maybe. Alright, I think we should. Oh, hi, Friday the Caveman. You're still there? Elvis Presley is awesome. I do love me some good old country music. I don't know how much a fan I am of all country music, but I like Elvis Presley's Blue Christmas for sure. My parents are big country music listeners too. That might be why I'm like, I don't know about it. Might have turned me away from it. Let me see, I'm gonna try to add a few more little branches up here. Let's pick this light color. What am I doing? Yes, so a few little branches, like the leaves all fell off. The branches are still kicking. Does that make that one go down? Maybe like a little up. Let's fix this because it looks like it's kind of floating. I guess that one's okay. Let's do like a... I needs a little straightness. I don't know. What about you? How are you doing on branches? Doing okay? I always ask my paintings like they can talk. Sure. Sure, why not? Sure, why not? Alright, let's lock you down. Oops. I guess I had a preset there. Okay, let's lock you down. Work on getting you a little bit darker. I'm gonna move you out of my way. A little bit darker. So you can see those a little better. Like they're in the foreground. I also think I might work on making you just a touch more colored, like a little red maybe. What would the green do? Not that way, but that way. Make it too purple maybe. And a little bit of... no. I don't know. That sticks out a little bit more, I think. Alright, let's clean up the lake. Oh, how does DeviantArt work? Can you actually do commission work on there? Yeah, I mean, it's not usually through DeviantArt. You can put prices on your works, like, I don't know, I've never done it before, but you can like put a piece of artwork up and then you can have them buy like a digital print of it. Oh, I'm on 100%, that's why. Why does that seem so harsh? Why does that seem so harsh? Yeah, let's get some texture in here. So then, like, you know, if you're really proud of something, like say you put up a fairy drawing or something and you're really proud of it, you can put it as like a digital print that people can buy, and then DeviantArt takes, I have no idea, like I think typically if they're like a gallery they must take like 40%, maybe they take like 25%, I just don't know. Whoops. And then you get the rest. I've never put money on mine, I've never sold it, so that's one way. There's also like a job section, but ew, it is cutthroat. You have to be like freaking profound at drawing to get any work there. You have to be like the top of the top. That's the hard thing with competing. When you're competing locally, you have a lot better chance. I mean, not where I am, because there's no one that wants an artist. But you have a lot better chance because, you know, you're local and they can get a hold of you and talk to you in person and stuff. But if you're competing with people online, it's like practically no chance you get hired unless you either know them and stuff, or you have like some really unique kind of style, something that sets you apart that makes people want to commission you for certain reasons. That kind of stuff. Some of this might be a little too dark. I'm going to add a little bit of brown. Some of these really shaded parts. Trying to keep from having just like pure straight lines everywhere. Oh, thank you, Friday the Caveman. Would you rather listen to country or hip hop? I think I'm more like if I'm gonna listen to country, it's gonna be more like folk country. You know, I was saying earlier I like Mumford and Sons. I'm just not big on the I guess twangy country. I don't know what style that is, but you know, it's not like I have anything personally against it. I just might not pick it on the radio. You know. Um, you can't sign up for DeviantArt for some reason. Oh, that's strange. Oh, I like country music for me. Mama Tried with Marley Haggard is a really nice song. I don't know why you can't sign up for DeviantArt. That's strange. And you could totally get all the jobs. Thank you. Maybe you have to, I don't know, you have to market yourself or something. I'm just not good at all that stuff. Alright, let's go in with two things. With overlay, I'm going to start bashing the colors in. We're going to add some colors to this because it needs it. It's looking so drab. We got a real drab looking thing here. Where are we at? Mountains, I think I'll leave them alone. These, I'm going to add a little bit of brown too. I don't want to add too far outside the norm. Yes, a little brown. The snow, what would it look like with brown? I don't know, I'm worried about the snow. If anything, I'm going to add a little blue. We can do that. Kind of just cuts the contrast. Maybe I just won't go so heavy-handed. I'll go up here a little bit, over here a little bit, maybe a little down here, a little down here. I'm gonna try and make a DeviantArt profile. I signed up. I don't know if I ever told you. You shared some website with me, and I signed up for it, and then I never ever touched it again. That's what I always do. I'm so bad. Yeah, okay, I'm getting rid of the mountains when I do that. Let's do a little bit of blue over here, and a little bit up here, kind of in the shadowed areas. I guess I didn't do that on the actual lake. That's okay. And a little bit of blue in the sky. Let's get some dodged blue look over there and there. So I'll have a little bit here so it's not just out of nowhere. And now let's take a red. And you go to the sky and kind of exaggerate some of this red maybe. Exaggerate it in the lake too. There we go. I'll have like a little bit of splash of color. Oh yeah, ArtStation, that's what it is. I don't even think I put like a icon or whatever avatar up or anything. I think that's pretty good for the painting. I don't know what else to do with it. Miss ArtStation. Yeah, I don't know what else to do. I could do my usual little cleanup of it. We'll do the overlay layer and turn it to overlay. And then we can have like the falsely red look. I think it'll look good with a yellow from this side. Let's see what this looks like. Maybe that's too dark. I'm gonna change the opacity. It's not gonna be quite that harsh. There we go. I don't know why I always do this and then it ends up looking like a disco ball. A little blue over here. It's a little too on point. Let's make it like a darker blue. Yeah. And what should we have from the bottom? Maybe a purple or a green? Let's try green first. Legal Eagle just posted a video on Copa. Is it Copa or Kappa? I always say Kappa, and then I hear other people say Copa. I don't like that. I think we'll go with red. What do you guys think? The disco colors look? That's without and that's with. It's like adding an Instagram filter. I don't even have Instagram and I know that. Okay, let's not do that. I like these with the trees blending in. Okay, so I like this. I do wish that I had made it all a little bit better, like level-wise. Let's do a quick thing here. I'm gonna group these, duplicate the group, make that group one thing, and then we'll just kind of tweak it all at once. Just see how we like that. Is that too blown out? I lose a lot in the mountains when I do that, don't I? Let me show you. That's before, that's after. I pretty much lose the mountains, but it looks kind of nice. I can cut it back so you don't lose the total tip of the mountains there. What do you guys think? I think that's good. I'm just gonna go with it, even though it kind of a little bit strange. Looks fantastic. Love the hint of pink and blue. It really captures the eye. Thank you. I think I'm gonna go with it. I think that's good. I don't really know what else to do. I guess I'll start wrapping up my stream. So I have so much to catch up on. I always try to like catch up on people's videos and I start like way back where I left off. Because I feel like some people do things in sequence and then I miss them when I catch up to them. But I think since I've lost about 2 weeks now, I might just kind of work backwards and see what I can get from there. So if I've missed out on any videos, you guys be sure to shout at me for it. And then I hope to I'm going to post some video. I have like a feature video that has been taking me forever to edit. So I'm going to post some video before my next live stream because I hate when it's just like live stream. Put a snowman in there. Maybe I'll come back and edit it. So my next live stream, I'm going to do Wednesday again. I don't know what day that is. My calendar still says stuff of November. But yeah, I'm gonna do Wednesday for my next live stream, and I'll probably be working on that comic where I draw things and you guys caption it, because that was something I thought would be fun and I haven't ever gone back to. So yeah, if I've missed out on anything, make sure to email me and stuff. I'm back with my computer now, so I can actually respond to people. And thank you everyone who came by. I appreciate you keeping me company and stuff. I know there's some people I need to talk to privately. We gotta get our stuff. I'm working on a couple projects here. We gotta get talking too. But yeah, okay. So I'll just stop blathering and say thanks everyone for watching. I appreciate you stopping by, and I'll see you next time. And until then, enjoy your day, night, whatever, and have a good one.